Hi, Tam Bronke again, going through our Essential Skill Series, and today we come to the most important skill we have other than pre-swing, and that is the skill of striking the golf ball, the skill of solid impact, and I think this is the addictive part of the game. So if we don't have this, we really don't have much in golf. We need to hit the golf ball solidly to enjoy ourselves, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Now, if I ask those of you out there what the most common fault in golf is, I bet the majority of people would say something about not lifting up or keeping your head down. This type of thing is what I keep hearing amateurs say to amateurs over the last 20 years. And frankly, it's not the truth at all. The most common fault I've seen in golf over the years is that I see people at impact broken down here in the left wrist. The left wrist is cupping, the left arm gets real bent, sort of chicken winged, and the right hand is coming underneath the shaft in sort of a throwing motion. And those types of impact positions just frankly aren't going to work. We don't want that position at impact because in getting there, the head of the club is kind of passing the handle and the shaft is leaning back. So I'm going to get a lot of tops. I'm going to hit the golf ball fat. I'm going to hit behind it a lot. And even when I do hit it fairly well with the shaft leaning back, I'm going to scoop it up in the air and it's not going to go very far or feel very good either. So at impact, what we're looking for is we're looking for the shaft to lean forward about 4 to 8 degrees. That's what the tour players are doing. If we can get the shaft to lean forward at all, that would be a good head start for a lot of us. And right here, the weight is on my left foot. My left leg is straightening. My right heel's off the ground a little bit. And the left wrist is flat or maybe even slightly bowed, but not in this position where it's broken. And you notice also the right wrist is sort of cupped backward in a position where that really helps the shaft lean slightly forward towards the target. So that's the position we're striving to get in. Now, how do we get there? Well, I think just a simple exercise of turning your left hand in here and taking your right palm and cracking against it is a good place to start. Because as you notice, I've got all the characteristics of good impact right there. The right wrist is cupped backward, the left wrist is raised and flat, maybe even bowed a little bit, and I've got the feeling that I'm transferring energy from the back hand into the front hand. Crack. And then I get there and I move a little bit, and there I am in a perfect impact position. Okay? Now once I get that smack drill going and I feel the right things in my hands and the weight distribution, I want to do a simple drill that's called the line drill. And what I'm going to do here is spread 2 balls apart. This is something that should be part of our daily practice. And I don't see anybody doing it, but here now you know about it, so you're on the hook as far as being aware. So right now what I want to do is I want to bottom the club out between those balls and maybe slightly in front of the ball. Okay, so I'm going to take about a half swing and strike the line and go to a checkpoint where my left wrist is flat, the right wrist is bent back, the left leg is straightening and receiving the weight, and the right heel is off the ground slightly. I'm going to do that again. Strike and hold my position, and once I'm hitting that line regularly, and you can see that I am on the first couple swings, now I'm going to I'll probably do that 10 to 15 times just to start out. If I'm getting that good consistent, I'm bottoming the club out where I want it to, now I'm going to move a golf ball in there, put it right on the line, and I'm going to start hitting some half shots and going to my checkpoint. Okay, right there, you can see even there the club arced back up to about waist high, but the right wrist was bent back, the left wrist very flat, and my left leg was straight and my right heel was coming off the ground. That's the position we want to get into. Do one more here, just about a half swing. There's a good strike. You could hear it. Wrist didn't break down. The divot's on the left side of the line. And it felt super, that just felt good. It's the reason we play golf. It's the most addictive part of the game, is hitting the ball solidly. So I'm going to smack my hands a little bit here, feel the difference between that and this. I'm going to do my line drill and go to my checkpoint where I have the weight on the left side, right heel's off the ground, and I'm going to check the wrist position. And then if you can do this too. Maybe at home you line up some couch cushions in the garage. I can't do it inside, but if you can get away with that, you could do that, but be careful. and now I've got my impact bag. Now the guys on the tour a long time ago used to hit tires and things like that, but very rough on the wrist joints and the forearms and so forth and elbows, and they started getting a lot of tendonitis from that. This is real soft. There's towels in there, pillow cushions, things that are very soft. And what I want to do now is just sort of simulate my impact position, just making a half swing or so, letting the right elbow fold a little bit and striking. Striking. I don't have to hit it real hard. And there's my impact, that forward lean of the shaft, 48 degrees, and I'm in business right there. So now I've kind of gone through a great warm-up. That would be a great warm-up for all of you guys out there. Every time you come out to the golf course, doing that for a few minutes would be absolutely pay dividends for you in terms of getting better at contact. And as I transition out of this part of my warm-up, I might take a short iron, move the golf ball here, and I'm going to do a version of the line drill by putting a tee opposite the ball, the middle of the golf ball I'm hitting. And what I'm going to try to do, obviously, is I'm going to try to, when I strike, make sure that divot is on the left side of that tee and I'm getting that solid contact. So I'll try to do that now. Hopefully you'll see the divot on the left side of that tee. Yeah, that was just very nice. As you see right here, the ball was here. That divot is on the target side, and you know, most importantly, that just felt very good. It was solid, it was the right distance, and just a well-hit golf shot. The more we do that, the more addictive the game gets, and we're going to be having a lot of fun playing golf. Again, so we're not going to be scoopers and lifters. We're going to be ball strikers. We're going to get in that magic position where all good ball strikers get, and we're going to enjoy the fruit of our labor. So I hope this tip helps you a lot. Let's be ball strikers, not scoopers.